Awesome. Where are you joining me from? I would like to know. I would want to know, where are you joining me from? Tell me, did you have a great day today? I hope you did. I hope you had an amazing, amazing day. Let me see those comments where you're joining from. Hi, Susie. Hi, Faith Udo. Hi, Dorcas Benson. Hi, Olori. Oluwaseun. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not getting your name. Forgive me. Hi, Chika. Great to have you here. I'm excited that you are here. Being here means that you value your life. You value the quality of life you are living. You are saying to yourself that I matter. I actually matter. Awesome. Dorcas Benson is joining from Kano. Faith is joining from Lagos. Which other person are you joining? Who's joining us from South Africa? Who's joining us from London? Who's joining us from Ghana? Because our master classes are packed. We have people from all over the world. Tell me where you're joining us from. And you just being here, you're saying to yourself, but you know what? I deserve to be happy. I deserve to enjoy bliss in my marriage. I deserve to be authentically whole, which is amazing. Thanks for joining. As you come in, just introduce yourself. I'd like to know you. So in the course of our session, while I'm speaking to you, I can, properly address you, call you your name. I hope you had a great day. Did you have a great day? Let me see it in the comment section. Was it rainy where you were? Was it sunny? How was your day? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to have an amazing session. Now, please, do you have a writing material? Do you have a writing material? I hope you love yourself enough to have gotten a writing material. I hope you didn't just come to say, you know what, let me come and listen to the master class. I hope you have a pen. Hi, Angela from Ilorin, Nigeria. Awesome. I hope you have a pen, right? And you have a notepad, you have a book, right? Except you're saying to me that you were Angela says yes, she has a writing material. Great. I need you to have a writing material because when we begin, in fact, we've begun, but we're going neck deep into our session. And what I want to do today is to hold your hands and show you your truth. Hello, Victoria. Show you why you are where you are at the moment, how to move. I'm not just here to excite you. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to give you actionable steps to say, this is where you are. This is why you are here. These are the things you can do to move and achieve your dreams. Are we ready? If you're ready, I'd like to see it in the comment section. I want to see yes, 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 or no. If you're not ready, you can say no. Are you ready? I'd like to see that in the comment section as we proceed. Hi, Margaret Ferdinand. Welcome. Great to have you. Victoria says yes, she's ready. Margaret, are you ready? Chika, are you ready? Or Lori, are you ready? I'd like to know. I want to see your yeses. Fetudo says yes, she's ready. Great. Olori says yes. Dorcas Benson says yes. Button yeses. So yes, we can start. Great that you joined on time. Today, I want to address the woman that has said to herself, I'm present in my marriage, but I don't feel connected anymore. How many people can remember this? Remember when you signed in and I gave you options to choose what describes your marriage at the moment. Some of you said A, some of you said B. Can you remember your choice, what you said? When you were describing yourself, you said, oh, you don't feel you don't feel connected with your spouse again. You don't know what is happening, right? So this is to say that if that is where you are, you don't feel connected, you feel overwhelmed, you feel like, what is this? That is what we want to talk about. I want to tell you the hidden reasons why your marriage is feeling so draining right now and how to enjoy bliss in your marriage without losing yourself. A lot of women have lost themselves. So I told you we're going straight into it. And I want these minutes we're going to spend together to be transformational for you because it's back from my end. I would deliver on all my promises to you, but I hope you love yourself enough for you to show up. So here's what we're going to do. I want to ask you some set of questions. You cannot say somehow, I'm not sure. No, it's a yes or a no answer. Are we ready? Not, it depends. This one, I don't know the answer. This one's as if, this kind of question. No, you can't do that. Because if you're doing that, you're doing yourself a disservice. I tell you the truth, you'll be doing yourself a huge disservice. Your ability to say yes, no, would literally change your life. It would change your life. So are you ready? Chika said A and B, that's what she answered. So are you ready? So I start giving you the questions because here's the trick. Everything you answer will change you from this masterclass. It will change your life. I'm not joking. It will change your life. And I'm serious about it. So let's get into the questions. First, and you do your yes, your no, right? As we agreed. Do you feel emotionally fulfilled in your marriage right now? Right now, just right now as I'm speaking to you, do you feel emotionally fulfilled? Are we getting our answers in? Do you feel emotionally fulfilled in your marriage right now? Yes or no? We have quite a number of questions to answer because I want to show you those questions, give you the ability to get answers yourself. So, what's your answer? No, no. Agatha says no. Vivian says no. Angela says no. Chika says no. Doka says no. Can you go for a full week without feeling drained because of your marriage? 7 days. 7 days. Can you experience 7 days? You and your husband, you're in the house, nobody traveled. Both of you are in the house 7 days. That at the point you will not just sit down and think of your life without your marriage draining you. Yes or no?
Hmm.
Okay. No, no, no. I'm getting lots of no's, right? Can you? Can we move on to the third? Doka says no. No. Can we move on to the third? Can I move on? Because I need you to sit with these questions and think about them before you answer, right? Do you feel at peace internally? Like just with yourself, do you feel at peace or you're just managing?
No.
Are you just managing, trying to show up, be strong for your children, you know, do all you need to do, or you really can feel at peace? You are at peace, yes or no? Angela says no. Which other person? Anna says just managing. Vivian says no. Chidima says no.
What is it?
We have someone whispering. Who is whispering? We need our, what's the word? Everybody, we need you muted so we get the very best, right? Chidima says no. And Agatha says, no, just pushing myself. Mm. And I'm asking you these questions so that you understand where you are and what you can do to live where you are. The first question I want to ask you is, do you feel deeply connected to your husband, or you feel like people are just coexisting at this point? Let us live and let's live. Before somebody call me a bad human being, before somebody spoil my name, before somebody say I'm the one not helping them progress, it's because of me they are not progressing, it's because of me they are having BP. So let's just coexist. Let's just live. Let's just survive. Do you feel deeply connected? Doka says no. Who feels deeply connected to her husband right now? Angela said coexisting, no connection at all. Petudo says no. When last did you feel truly close to your husband emotionally? Can you think? Think about it for a moment. A week ago, 2 days ago, 1 month ago, a year ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, on your wedding day, when you were dating? When was the last time? And Vivian say, yes, I feel connected sometimes. Angela say last year, no connection anymore, just trying. Right. Can you think about it? When was the last time like I felt like, oh my God, together, we're in this journey together, or you've just been feeling, let's say they say last year after the wedding, you just feel like, what is this? This is not what I signed up for. Now, I need you, if you do not understand this next question I'm going to ask you, I need you to, say it in the chat box so I can explain better. But if you do, I want you to answer it a yes or no question. Do you feel understood by your husband, or you just feel like he's just hearing you? When you talk, he's just hearing. It's not like he understands you, or he doesn't want to understand you. Do you feel understood? You know that when you speak to somebody and you feel like, this person gets me. Do you feel like he gets you? Chika says no. Do you feel like he gets you, like he understands this is what my wife is saying. What is what my wife needs? This is what she means. Do you feel as though when you've had a conversation, he understands you? Or he's just saying yes? I just say no, he doesn't. I doesn't even try to. I love that you pointed that out so that it's not like, oh, he doesn't and he stops there. Like he doesn't even try to. Vivian says not totally. Ladies, you see, you saying this to yourself is you are helping yourself. You are breaking whatever has held you bound. Agatha says, was emotion, just listens and that's all, right? So I need you to be honest to yourself as you say this. Have you reduced what you say to him just to avoid issues? Yes or no? What you say to your husband. Instead of maybe you have something you want to say, you just say, Miss Abeg, I don't want problem. I'm not going to talk. Somebody will not be asking me a question, accusing me of something, saying plenty things, please. So because of peace of mind, because you don't want problem, you just reduce it. You just say the bare minimum. You just say top. You don't explain. Before explanation is what will cause problem. Chidima say yes, to avoid many issues. Say yes, I think twice before speaking. So before you were a lively wife, you're always jumping, gisting, like, if it's so happen today, oh my God, let me tell you this thing. You're kiki, you're excited about it. But now you are just, you just keep quiet. As much as you can. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Oh, don't be offended. Oh, I didn't know. Mm. You don't say things that past 5 words. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Who is at that point? Who is at that point? And if you're there, do you think that you are doing it, for your safety or just because of wisdom? It's better not to speak, or it's like, I don't want problem. Let me just be safe. Let me just have peace. Let me not start having a headache. The house has been too hot for the children. I'm tired of moving in a tense place. So please, if it is this one answer, Olori says for my happiness. If it's this one answer that will give me peace. Angela says for my peace of mind. Chika says for my safety. For safety, Chima says because of wisdom. Now, I need you to think about this carefully. My next question is actually my ninth question. Are there things you stopped expecting in your marriage? When you got married, you were expecting them. When people were dating, you were expecting them. But now you stop expecting them. You don't bother. You just feel like, you don't even wait for it. You don't expect it. Are there things? Have you experienced that? Are there things you've stopped expecting? You don't try to expect things again. And I say so many things. I got to say, I don't expect anything anymore. Victoria says yes, so you don't expect it. You don't think it will come. You're like, no, maybe God didn't give me this one. Olori says so many things. Now, do you understand why things feel this way in your marriage, or you're just guessing? Do you truly understand why your marriage is like this? Do you know why it's like this? So I stop expecting anything from him so as not to keep hurting myself. Do you understand why you stop expecting love, fidelity, and companionship? Do you understand why things are like this? Or you're just guessing that maybe, maybe. All right. So someone says yes, right? Then I says yes. She might say, honestly, I don't know why. Dorcas says no, right? Um, so for those that say no, you don't know why. So because you don't know why, Oji says, Doris says, I don't know. If you don't know why, that means you don't know what to do differently. Um, Tell me, what are the things you've done in your marriage that you've done to help your marriage? I want to see it. So I don't know. I've tried asking, but was shunned. What are the things you've tried? Maybe things you've listened to coaches, read books, listened to your pastors, listened to your friends, listened to your parents. What are the things you've tried just to make your marriage work, just to make it better? I'd like to know. Let's have that conversation. What are the things you've tried? From when you notice that things are not as joyous as I expect, things are no longer blissful. This is not the marriage I dreamt of. What are some of the things you've tried that's like, let me see. They say, if you do this, your husband will love you. Oh, okay. Angela said she has tried talking things through because, of course, everybody will say communication, communication works. So you've tried communication, it did not work. Chika says prayers. You've tried to pray for him and with him, it has not worked. You've tried to keep quiet, like just keep quiet. Your husband, if you keep quiet, your husband, just say yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. You've done it, does not work. You've had conversation with him, it has not yielded any fruits. Doris says she has tried asking him. Agatha says she has tried a conversation. Fetudo says something very interesting. She says, I've tried to love him more despite the challenges. So, in the midst of this is what's the problem. I'm not happy in this marriage. I'm not good. Something is wrong. But you've said that, you know what, I'm not even going to be accusatory. Let me love him more. Maybe more love, more patience, more understanding, more talking will change the marriage. So you say you've tried to love him more. You've tried to communicate. You've even prayed. It doesn't work. I've tried to tell him, let's go back to the past. He keeps holding on to it. I tried communicating, giving him peace. I love this. Hannah says, I've tried communicating. I've tried giving him peace by keeping quiet, loving him, but still nothing is happening. Vivian says, marital privacy. Like, she'll not tell anybody what she's going through so that you not go accuse me that I'm spoiling your name. She has done that. She has prayed. Nothing has happened. Margaret says she has reported him to the pastor. So pastor has called him. Nothing. Olori says, I've tried all possible things for the marriage to work. I've let his parents know and promise to change to him by myself. I've tried peace in the house, see things from his perspective, but nothing changes. Chika says, I've tried to love him, but he's now manipulating me. If I don't say sorry at any offense, he will continue keeping the malice. Ladies, do we agree that everything that people say you should do to make your marriage blissful, you have done it? With all everybody has said, can we get, do we agree? Is there any other thing? I think the only thing somebody has not tried is to wear sexy lingerie, wear sexy one and bend and say, do you love me? How are you? How do you want me to bend? Should I keep my head like this? Should I pin my head? Joy says she has done that one. Jess, you've done that one too. So we are complete. Olori says I've done that. There's no other one. Oh. Is there any other one? You've done communication, you've done prayers, you've done reporting to parents, you've done reporting to pastor, you've done be quiet, loving more, bending. Is there any other one? Food, no food, food, food. See the way to a man's heart is giving him good food. Who has done that? They say no beef is sexually attracted to him. Who has done food? Food is the last one. We need to be sure while we're here so that we don't come and we start rehashing things that don't work. So that you don't come and hear things you have tried before that did not work. And you are saying, always say that one a small thing. That is food, forget it. Is it food? Coach, is it food? Forget it. I'm good at that one. But to say, I have given him good food. My ladies, I am so happy. So I've even tried to love sex because he said he really loves sex, but still, meaning that, do you know what this means? This is not about the sex. This is the fact that she has changed who she is. Anna says, I've changed. If I was like this before, if I was an introvert, and he says he wants me to be an extrovert, I have become this. I've left my authenticity, who I was, to become what he wants, yet it hasn't happened. That means there's nothing else. I still have a set of questions to ask you, but there's no point asking you because we've come to a point that says you've done everything. Now, I want you to count your no's. If you have 5 no's, then something is off in your marriage. If you have 10 no's, your marriage is not healthy. More than 10, you are enduring that marriage. It means that you are not supposed to have up to 5 no's in all the questions I asked you. Is there anybody that had less than 5 no's? Because I was seeing your no's. Is there anybody that had less than 5 no's? Because we have to be honest to ourselves to be able to help ourselves. Is there anybody that had less than 5 no's? Chika said no. Anybody? So you see that if there's one gift you gave yourself today, is the fact that you're in this masterclass. Tonight's masterclass is for a specific kind of woman. It's not for the woman who's like, oh, my marriage is collapsing. It's for the woman who has tried. She has tried. Right now, she's patching the marriage. She's holding it. Just let it look like everything is fine, but she's dying inside. And if you said less than, like, your no's are more than 4, then you are that woman. You're the one nobody really sees what you're going through. So what you've done is that you now talk less. Hello, is there anybody? Tana said, I just want my space and peace. You talk less. I mean, somebody said she has changed who she is. You talk less. You explain less. You now just cope because you're tired of explaining. When you've explained, it's like you're not being heard. Remember, I asked you that, do you feel heard? That says exactly. So you just keep quiet. Right now, you make so much effort to look beautiful outside, but inside you are tired. Every day you are pushing yourself. You are literally pushing yourself, hoping against hope. Joyce says she has chosen peace over drama. Agatha says, exactly, I just keep quiet. And for everybody that's answered, what you've shown is that you're not confused. You are not confused. There's nobody here that is confused. Is anybody here that is confused? There's nobody. You're just overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed because you keep hoping that your husband will change. You believe that one day he will change. Somehow, he will change. If his friends cannot make him change, his parents will make him change. If his parents cannot make him change, maybe pastor can make him change. If pastor cannot make him change, then somehow, something will happen. He will change. We're still hoping. We're still hoping. You are, at this point, it's just hope. Joyce says she's hoping. All you have is just hope right now because you've exhausted, or Chidima says she's still hoping. Doris, prayer can change. People have done prayers, it didn't work for them, right? So you are just hoping, like hope, my God, hope. Let it just. Lizzie prays says she's just hoping. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a strategy. Hannah says she's still praying. Lori says I'm still hoping. That's great. But hope is not a strategy. Now, if you're meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Dobra TIMI-WOOD. Please, who has met me here before? Faith today says, I just hope God touches his mind. Agatha said, but I'm losing that hope. All Agatha is holding on to is hope, but she says she's losing it. Has anybody attended my sessions before, or you're meeting me for the very first time? I'm Dr. Dobra TIMI-WOOD. Angela says hope lost, like she's no longer holding on to it again. I'm a lecturer. I'm a practicing journalist. I'm a holistic success coach for women. I'm an author of the award-winning book, Mastering This Thing Called Marriage. All of you need to experience my book. It will change your life and change your marriage. I'm the founder of Greenwood Healthy Food. I'm the convener of the Resourceful Woman Conference. I'm the host of the Resourceful Woman Show on People's FM. I'm a mentor. I'm passionate about helping women thrive in marriage, money, motherhood, in their mindset. And that is why I hosted this masterclass to help you. Because it breaks my heart that you are experiencing this. You're too beautiful, you're too blessed, you're too graced, you're too equipped for hope to be the only strategy you have. You know, you're too empowered for you to live life like you're second guessing it. You're not certain. Where your future joy is threatened, when you're not secured, where the main reason why you are in marriage is because you marry. If you leave marriage, that people will now talk. But if people will not talk, you might have left. True or false? If it was easy to leave and there were no consequences, children will not be affected. People will not look at you somehow. You may not have to start your life again. It's just easy peasy. You may have left, right? Some of you may have lost hope. Chika said true. Chidima says yes. Joy say yes. If not for the fear of God, like, this is not what God wants. This is not what I planned in my life. Yeah, everybody's saying true. Everybody's saying true. That's the truth. You are there because walking away is not easy. That's why everybody's saying true. So at least let's not deceive ourselves. Let's be honest to ourselves. If walking away was easy peasy, wake up, walk away, and there's a part of the brain where you just swipe, pap, and it erases the memory. Nobody has memory, no pictures, not you would have just run. Like, press and delete. Delete this one. Next. But thank God that in his infinite wisdom, he made it not like that. If not, to not have been good. On your screen are a few of the messages I wake up to from my clients. I've had clients that have been in more horrible marital situations than me. I've had clients that hope was not even an option. I've had clients that prayer was not what they can do because they were out of the strength to pray. I've had clients that were already in court for divorce, meaning that they've processed divorce. They've thought about it. Not only did they think about it, they decided to act upon it. And while they were in court, working on their separation, they tried one more time, experienced me, and their marriage became whole. So I tell you, no matter how horrible your marriage is at the moment, your marriage can become whole. But let me tell you the truth that nobody tells you. Most good wives are trained for responsibility. It's just like going to get a maid. If you go and employ a maid, what do you expect the maid to do? Right now, they get maids through agencies. If you go to an agency and you get a maid, what do you expect the maid to do? What's like the natural thing you expect the maid to do? That if the maid does not do, you'll be like, do you know why you're here? I want to see it in the chat box because we're women, we're wives, we're mothers. If you get a maid now, what do you expect the maid to do? I want to see it in the comment section. Cleaning. You expect her to clean. You expect her to be able to cook, maybe to be able to bath the children, clean the compound, cooking. Angela says cooking. You expect her to be able to go to the market, go for chores. That's what she's supposed to do. Helping, exactly. You expect her to be helping. So if a maid is there, basic cleaning and house chores, that's what you expect. So she's there, she's not doing it. You're like, do you know why you got the job? Are you okay? Please, I'm not ready for drama. If you want to go, come and go. Clean and help. You know how to do basic chores. So this is it. A lot of us as women, we were trained, taught to take up responsibilities in marriage. Support your husband, support the family. Sacrifice, accommodate, preserve the peace. So even though you were feeling butterflies in your stomach, even though you were so told, I love you, even though you read news and bombs and you were believing together forever, our life is together. Oh my God, we'll grow old together. Even though those were the things you were told, or you believed, or you wished for in marriage, one of the silent things that you were trained for was responsibility. So in getting trained for responsibility, you're taught how to satisfy your husband, how to take care of the home, how to raise children, how to support the family. but you were not taught marriage dynamics. What makes marriage to actually work? So you end up becoming what I would call a responsible woman, a responsible wife who manages emotional tension, because that's one of the things you do. You absorb disappointment. So you don't even expect joy again. You don't expect praise. You don't expect applause. You just absorb the disappointment. Because you were trained to sacrifice, all you do is just to protect everybody's peace, support everybody. And as you do that year in, year in, year out, you discover that a part of you begins to die. Is there any woman that is experiencing that right now? And you feel like I'm just talking about you, like what I'm saying is describing you. A part of you is just dying. Tell her, say yes. Slowly you're beginning to erode your inner life, your essence. Chidima says yes. And you're wondering, this is not who I was. You feel like a stranger to yourself because every day a part of you is going away. You have to ensure that the atmosphere in the home is perfect for everybody. But nobody asks you, is the atmosphere perfect for you? Has anybody ever asked you? Shiva says exactly. Angela says, honestly, oh my God. Oluchi says, since long ago. Tell say part of me is dying, I know. Ayuba says no. I love that she says no because she's answering my question. Nobody has asked, is this condition okay for you? Is this what you want? Are you happy in this marriage? Do you still have the butterfly, the excitement? Here are 3 reasons why you're struggling in your marriage. You don't know yourself. You actually haven't taken time to know yourself. If I asked you about your children, you know your children to an extent. You know about your siblings. You know about things that you have no business knowing about. You know about your friends. But you don't take time to know yourself. You don't know the things that make you happy, the things that trigger you, emotional mistakes you make, emotional patterns, your reaction, why you react the way you do, traumas you may have experienced, pain that you've buried silently, things that affect your confidence, what you actually love and what you hate. You don't take time to grow with yourself because you know our taste bud changes. There are people that will swear that they would never touch a tube of Greek yogurt. They don't like yogurt. They don't like yogurt. And they get older in life and yogurt becomes one of their favorite things because it's an acquired taste. I have a healthy food company. I produce amazing yogurt, so I can tell you about all that. But you don't know yourself. So if you don't know yourself, you will struggle in your marriage because you don't know how to love you. The best way for somebody to love you is that the person learns how to love you from the way you love yourself. But you don't know yourself. How can you love yourself properly? How can you respect yourself? How can you care for yourself? How can you pamper yourself? How can you look out for yourself? A lot of you don't know how to look out for yourselves. You don't know how to invest in yourself. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you invested in yourself? You made a great investment in your personal development. When was the last time? I'm not talking about buying yourself shoe, buying yourself bag or wig. I'm talking about investing in becoming better, living a quality life, you investing in you. Also, I love this. I started this year starting my MBA because at the end of the day, nobody can take this away from me. And then if we won't talk about it, you would have seen that you would have gone, you'd have struggled. You'd have struggled. You'd have been asking yourself, is this not too much? Should I start next year? Are you sure we can manage? Are you sure we can afford it? This will not be good. This is this. Can the children cope? Let this not affect the children. Maybe I'll do next year. Maybe I'll do 2 years. You keep putting yourself at the back burner. That's true. You keep putting yourself at the back burner. You give yourself the bare minimum. Everybody must achieve first before you consider yourself. We'll talk more about this if time permits. I want to ensure that, I want to ensure that you get maximum value and not use so much of your time. Another reason why you're struggling is you're expecting your husband to give you what he cannot give. Oluchi said, I literally lost myself in this marriage. Can't recognize myself anymore. Oluchi, I can help you. I can literally hold your hand and bring you back, not to the version you left, but to a better version. I can show you the path, the blueprint to fall in love with yourself again because you deserve it. Today I was having a counseling session and I told the lady, I said, did they bury your umbilical cord in your husband's mother's backyard? And she was laughing. I said, no, if they didn't, then why are you not becoming more? Angela says, I left my career path to help him grow his business. Do you know the pain and heartbreak in that statement? I left my career path to help him grow his business. She did not say, I left my career path to help us grow our business. She said to help him grow his business. So while he was growing, there was nothing she could hold on to as hers because she was taught to sacrifice. There's nothing wrong with sacrifice. But sacrificing when you're not commended, you're not acknowledging, you're not acknowledged that you're sacrificing, that is heartbreaking. True or false? True or false? Oh, my darling, I don't want you to cry. See your crying emoji. I don't want you to cry. True, true. Even if somebody invites you for an event and you go early, you want the person to tell you thank you because a lot of people will come late. You want to like to commend your efforts. But when you're unappreciated, it breaks your heart. So that is why your heart is broken because you keep expecting what your husband cannot give. You don't understand his behavioral pattern. You don't understand that he may not have this to give. He doesn't understand that you need it. He can't even give it to you. You don't understand his limitations. You don't even know his struggles. You don't know his strengths. One of the biggest mistakes women make in this life is just to say husband. Because his husband, that means everything his husband will do, he will do it. It's a lie. Let me give you an example. A man that in his house, he wasn't, let's say he wasn't part of the domestic chores. Was not washing plate, never entered the kitchen, never washed clothes, nothing, nothing. He doesn't know how to do it, has never done it. They now tell you that husbands used to help their wife wash clothes or do this too. Now, see the problem. You say they used to help their wife. By right, it is not help. It is your cloth. It is my cloth. It is our children's cloth. So if you are doing it, you're not helping me. You are doing what you're supposed to do. So the man doesn't know how to do it. And you're talking to a friend that tells you that, this is what a husband does. And you're like, this man is not helping me. You do not even start from the fact that can he even wash it? Can he even help himself? A lot of times people just give one big title to a different human being. And you look down, the way you look at him, you glorify him literally, for want of a better word. Reduce yourself and expect so much. This person will lead me. This person will protect me. This person will provide for me. And all the things you expect come crashing down on your head. True or false? You had so much expectations and it's not measuring up. The math is not matching at all. Tiana says, so true. And the third reason why you're struggling in your marriage is because you don't have a strategy. So you are navigating marriage emotionally, not intentionally. That is why you feel stuck. You've used hope as a strategy. You've like, it will turn out well. He will change. You don't have a strategy. Every great thing you achieve in life has a strategy. If you want to lose weight today, you begin by having a strategy. The girl that wants to go and do BBL has a strategy. A pastor that wants to open a church and he wants his church to be filled with youths has a strategy. Everybody has a strategy when they want to achieve something. My darling, why don't you have a strategy? Can I see it in the comment section? To achieve any great thing, you must have a strategy. Why don't you have a strategy? Why are you doing marriage without a strategy, without a blueprint, without a structure, without a framework? Why? And you are shocked that you're struggling. You are shocked that this is your reality. You don't have a strategy. Endurance is not the same thing as wisdom. There are people here that told me, oh, I'm praying. Well, prayer is not a strategy. It's the truth. Prayer is not a strategy. Can I shock you? Do I have your permission to shock you? Let me see it in the comment section. Do I have your permission to shock you? Some men will not change. Some men will not change. So if hope that he will change is your strategy, my darling, that's a wrong one. It won't work. You must be able to enjoy bliss in your marriage even if it doesn't change. Some people feel like if I do more, let me try harder. Ah, people have tried harder than you did not change. Let me just try. See, understanding something is more powerful than making any effort. That is why the man at the open market that pushes truck and uses all his power doesn't have as much money as the man that is wearing suit and using his head, because understanding is powerful. Here's something I need you to know. I'll just speak about it quickly. And that's the fact that our marital dynamics they are shaped by lots of things. Your personality, your husband's personality, your childhood conditioning. I had a client that she was in a horrible marriage. And she booked a couples session for she and her husband. And when I was having a private session with him and I was speaking to him about the things that he's not doing right, and he told me, "Ah, Doc, I don't understand. I don't understand. What do you mean these things are wrong? This is what men do." I said, really? And he was using a word, he was saying normal. These are normal things to do now. These are normal. I said, well, guys, is this thing normal, please? He said, these are normal. I said, who has done it before? He said, that's how he grew up. That's how his father was baby. That's how his uncle was baby. That's how his friends. So it's normal. I had to teach him that it is not normal. When he realized that it is not normal, their marriage changed. Some people have very difficult communication pattern. Some people's emotional triggers. So you cannot do marriage by just, we love each other, we took a vow, this is what we did. No. Now, if you want somebody that will motivate you, if you joined this session just so that somebody will tell you, like, it will be well, don't worry, everything will pan out well, everything would align. If that is what you are looking for, let me be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? If that is what you're looking for, let me see the comment section. Dorcas says prayer, true, prayer is not, it's not a strategy. I prayed a lot. If motivation is what you are looking for, can I be honest with you? Motivation will not do you nothing. You'll be motivated today, you'll be gingered. You will do. At the end of the day, you come back to square one. If you needed motivation to know what the problem is, at this point, you can stop this webinar because you've gotten the motivation that you need. But I'm not interested in motivating you, in making you experience this again. When I introduced myself, I told you people, I'm a busy woman. I'm a lecturer. I lecture in a federal university. I'm a practicing journalist. I'm a healthy foodpreneur. I'm a marital bliss coach. I have books that I read. I have radio programs. I literally live the life of 10 people. So one of the things I enjoy doing is by helping women who love themselves enough to invest in themselves and get results. Somebody that is just ready to complain, to cry, and not do the work, I can't work with you because you'll be going around in circles. So, at this point, I want to challenge you. If you love yourself, if you would truly want to enjoy bliss in your marriage, if you want to be a happy woman, there's something I created. And do yourself the favor by joining. It's called the Blissful Marriage Blueprint Program. I created this program. I told people I'm a journalist, so it seems this is the signal for my journalist people. This is one of my colleagues calling me. I created this program to help amazing women because it breaks my heart when I see resourceful women, amazing women struggling in their marriage. I see how unhappiness in marriage ruins the happiness of women in other areas of their life. The woman is thriving in her career. She's doing very well. She now start having marital issues. Business start going down. I know I didn't just create it because I saw other people. I've experienced it. Oh, I've experienced the pain. I've experienced the confusion. I've experienced the sacrifice. I've experienced the compromise. So I told myself, this cannot be the end of my story. This can't be who I am. My God, my parents have trained me too much. I've invested too much. I've read too much. No, this cannot be the life. I can't join the bad wagon of women who are just working hard and unhappy. And I worked to get the results I got. But that's not where it ended. I've helped thousands of women enjoy bliss in their marriage. And for some time, I told myself, like, you know what, I'm very busy. I don't have time to be teaching more women. But for every time I stop, I get hundreds of more women that truly need to be saved. And I tell you another reason why I'm particular about helping women. I have 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys. I believe that I owe it to my children to help other women enjoy bliss in their marriage. Because peradventure, maybe I will teach their future mother-in-law so that she can raise her son right. Because I cannot be training my daughters and teaching them heaven. And they go marry one person that was raised in hellfire. So who knows? Teaching you will change your generation. It doesn't stop with you. The knowledge I'll share with you transform the life of your daughter. It will transform the life of your son. It will transform your life. Your daughter would want to get married because she would see you enjoying bliss. Haven't you noticed? We're in a generation where a lot of people are saying they don't want to get married. True or false? True or false? A lot of people are saying they don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. And you wonder why they're saying that. It's because they've seen their parents suffer. They've seen their mothers unhappy. They don't want to repeat it. So I created a 8-step process that has transformed lives, and I'm so happy about it. I tell people that I've achieved a lot, and I'm actually proud of it. But one of the things I'm so excited about is the Blissful Marriage Blueprint program because it has changed the lives of so many married women. And this is how I begin. I begin by preparing you mentally. I don't come and tell you go and wear sexy. No. We work on your mind for you to become an amazing woman. Then when you had gotten to that level, I will equip you to structure your marriage, to create a structure that helps you, a structure that aligns with you, a structure that empowers you, a structure that serves your generation unborn. Then I teach you how to actually effectively communicate. Because a lot of what people are calling communication is not communication. I can tell you that for free. I have a PhD in communication. So a lot of what people are calling communication is not communication. Then it doesn't stop there. I equip you for emotional intimacy so you don't ever feel alone. You don't ever feel disconnected. You don't feel like a married single woman. You're married, but you're single. Only you know you're single. You just carry ring and put in your hand, but you know that nothing come out. And I teach you something that a lot of people do not. This is not even teaching, I equip you with it because a lot of people do not know how to do it. to balance individuality and teamwork in their marriage. Do you understand what I mean? A lot of times when people get married, they will tell you two has become one. So all your life is two, 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 two. Even though you see one person doing one, 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 you just do two, 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 two. Even when you want to do one, so for you to enjoy bliss in your marriage, you must know how to balance individuality because your individuality is beautiful. Do you understand me? I want to see it in the chat box. Do you understand? If God wanted you to be a twins, He would have made you twins, identical twins joined together that you cannot be separated. For you to be a single individual, there's a beauty to it, and you must explore it. I like as Agatha says, I understand. Then we talk about what lots of people do not talk about. I don't just talk about it, I equip you to overcome it and enjoy the process. Marital stress. Has anybody ever taught you about marital stress? Has anybody even acknowledged that we experience marital stress and the weight of marital responsibility? My darlings, has anybody ever talked about the weight of it? How it makes you forget yourself? How it makes you feel like a ghost in your own body? How being married is not just ice cream and shawarma, but it's a responsibility you can't just pluck off your shoulders. It is not enough to know that it exists. You have to be equipped to navigate it. Doka says, no. Agatha says, no one. Oh, Doris, I see you says no. But we talk about marital adaptability because, one of the biggest lies women have lived through is the fact that this is how I started married, this is how it will be. It's a lie. My darling, it's a lie. There are seasons, there are waves. You must know how to adapt to it so that every point you're smiling, you're shining, you're flexible. And what's the essence of having all this beautiful experience without experiencing it forever? People want you to have a flash in the pan experience. When it's just, today you're happy. Or when you are in the program, that's when you experience joy, then you leave. Oh, you don't know. It's for a lifetime. These messages are from women that have experienced the Blissful Marriage Blueprint program and it changed their lives. I hope you love yourself enough to invest in it changing your life. I hope, because you deserve it. You deserve to not be a stranger to yourself. You deserve to be authentically happy. And you know something else I did with the Blissful Marriage Blueprint program? Not just me and my entire team, is that we made this program to be so complete that there's really nothing else. Apart from the entire program, which is transformational, we give you bonuses because I know that this is a journey. I know sometimes you start journey and sometimes you can get tired. Sometimes you can start doubting yourself. Sometimes you can feel overwhelmed. So here's what we did. We ensure that we're with you all the step of the way so that you don't get tired, so that you don't doubt yourself, so that you don't give up on yourself. Do you know what we did? We did a fast action games. What this is for every woman who wants to join BMB, and you join today, and within the next 24 hours, we are offering you a one-on-one session with me where I sit down and know the nitty-gritties of what you're experiencing and give you customized solution. You're not learning, oh, this is how they do marriage, You know what works for your particular marriage. This, for those that are not in this masterclass, will cost them over 250,000 naira. But for everybody that joins the program, within the next 24 hours, you get it at no charge. I'm not doing it because I want to give you a discount. No. I'm doing it because I like when people invest in themselves, when people know exactly what they want. That's why I do it. Not, oh, I want to give you money. I love rewarding intentionality. Now, another thing I do for people that join within 24 hours because you know this is what I want. I need it. I can't continue living life like this. Is that I introduced them into my 21 days unmuted challenge. Unmuted is for the woman who has lost her voice, who has lost her identity. She's feeling like a stranger in her own body. She's feeling worthless. Her confidence is low. She doesn't feel whole again. For the next 21 days, I empower you to become the best version of yourself. Your voice restored. You stop editing yourself. You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop keeping quiet just to have peace. You would know how to speak and there would not be a problem. You'll be honestly happy with yourself and smiling and joyous and nobody can touch your peace. But you know, as wives, when you start experiencing challenges, one of the things that happen is that you start doubting yourself. True or false? True or false, my ladies? Am I not good enough? Am I not fine enough? Am I not doing this enough? Do I need to go and learn this? Am I not sexy enough? Should I go and learn new style? Lizzie Brace is true. Are there things I need to do? Is it my body? Is it my love handles? Is it my front tummy? These children have given birth to pregnancy. Is it that my skin is not glowing again? We're always looking for what is the problem with me. And it affects us in the bedroom. And that is why I show you sex secrets that will transform your life. Let me not spend too much about it. And we have amazing experiences. I told you about structuring a marriage. This alone is transformational. The number of couples that have experienced it, and it has helped them to create their marriage covenant, their marriage vision, their family value. See, the things you learn, I need you to know something. When you enroll in this program, you're not enrolling just for you. This program doesn't end with you. This is not the program you end, you learn and it ends. No, it is something you will teach your children's children, something you practice in your life, or like all through your life. Your children will not need to go and speak with a marriage coach again because they've experienced a life masterclass as they are growing with you. It is the best gift you can give to yourself, to your future, to your lineage. My book. You know, I got a DM from somebody and she said to me, I've been reading your book since 5 p.m. And when she said, I've been reading your book since 5 a.m., I said, oh my God, why 5 a.m.? She said, I started reading it before I slept.
The one.
I'll
Go
need
down clear.
to unmute.
Now and now.
Idorin Etu, please can you mute yourself? You know, she says, I was reading it and it felt like you were just there with me talking to me. It didn't feel like I was reading. So I've been reading it for hours. And she said, I wrote the things I'm learning in a book. My book is literally, thank you. Thank you. She sent an email. She said, I just sent this email to say thank you. And I literally wrote messages regarding this book. And for me, I just tell people I'm grateful God used me as a vessel to write this book. Then this, you see those
What did you
questions I
say?
asked you. You see those questions I asked you that I said I even have more to ask you. You see those questions, you need to get this book. You get more. It will reveal the real state. But because I'm a very intentional woman and I'm intentional about your growth, I don't rush the process. You have 1 year access to it. You learn at your pace. And because this is entirely complete, you get a certificate of completion. So it's not something you just do and you go with and say, it's okay, God help me, God help us. No, you get a certificate of completion. The Little Married People program is not just a course. You're getting clarity, you're getting guidance, you're getting structure, the support you need and crave for, everything that has been missing. That is what you would get. So at this point, you might be wondering, how much will it be? How much will this program cost? Please, who is wondering it? Oh, Chidima says, how can I get the book, ma? Oh, you can get it. I would send a WhatsApp link that you can use in sending a message on WhatsApp to get the book. Then put that in the comment section. Just use this link to send a message. A member of my team would tell you how to get the book. Most importantly, you can get the soft copy. So, I mean, you can just start reading it immediately. You can get the soft copy. It's amazing. Who has been thinking, how much will this program cost? Confess. Who has thought about it? Agatha says, I'm wondering, oh, I'm wondering. Who else? Who else is wondering apart from Agatha? Well, Anna says, me too. Okay. Who else? Chidima says, okay. Doctor says, yes. Interesting. Awesome. You people are my people. You're my tribe because if it's me too, I'll be wondering how much. Oh, but here's the price. The price is the cost of staying the same. The cost of going through this confusion for the rest of your life and nothing changes. Being emotionally exhausted, overthinking. The cost is after going through all this and experiencing this, your marriage is still breaking down. And you hate yourself and you tell yourself, like, I should have even left early if this thing was even going to spoil. Or not only that. Yeah, there's a link. I've sent a WhatsApp link. You can click it to send a chat that you need the book. You get a link to get the book online. Or worse, you stop improving. You get stagnant. And you miss out opportunities in life that you would have experienced. Staying the same is dangerous. These are women that have stayed the same. They chose not to stay the same after staying the same for some time. I've told you, I've had clients that had a client that was clinically depressed. It got so bad in the marriage that she became depressed. And somebody referred her to me, and the marriage got healed. Now, the fee. So I'm seeing the messages. Somebody said hi. It's okay. So when you say hi, you can just, state that you want the link to get a soft copy of the book. So we'll just send you the soft copy. My staff will send it. So they are getting your messages as I'm getting to. Right. So the fee for the course is 250,000 naira only. But because I value intentionality, for everyone that would join within the next 24 hours, meaning from this time to 9 p.m. tomorrow, you get it for 200,000 naira. And that's not all. You know, those discounts I told you about, you would get it. Those are fast action discounts. Now, for those that are saying, oh, Dr. Robert, in 24 hours, that's when I get it. Yes, that's it. Because I want you to, I'm seeing your messages. I need a soft copy of the book. Great. My staff will reply you within working hours tomorrow. You get the link, right? For those that are saying, can this help me? It won't help you. It will transform you. It will equip you to become better than the version you dreamt of. You see that version of yourself that right now you don't give yourself the grace to think about it again. Is there anybody like that? Is there anybody like that? Like, there's a version of you that you are so broken that you don't even give yourself the grace to think about it again. You don't believe you can be that woman again. Margaret says, yes, please. You doubt that you can be that woman. You wonder if you can ever be that woman. You don't give yourself the guts to think about it. You run away from it. Joining the Bliss Over Living program will equip you to be better than that version of yourself that you've thought about. So, if you'd like to sign up, Where is the link? Now there's a payment, there's a link in the, let me see, there's a link in the chat box. A member of my team, I usually have members of my team here to do this work, but we've been having sessions back to back, so I told them, we'll rest. So let me see if I can give you this for those that want to join immediately. This is the link. Everybody kindly copy this link. Copy this link. If you are not in Nigeria, this link would help you. Yeah, that's the link there. If you're not in Nigeria, this link would help you. I've already shared the link for the book. Now, if you're in Nigeria and you want to do a direct transfer, the account number is on the screen. You should sign up. You deserve to be this woman that you dreamt of. Now, I'm someone that's very practical and I like helping people. If paying at once is an inconvenience for you, and you say, you know what, Dr. TIMI-WOOD, I want to join. I really need this in my life. I want to join. Can you help me? Can you spread this payment? Yes. You can pay twice, but not at the same rate. The rate is on the screen. I would share with you a link for that. Most importantly, you have the number for the WhatsApp. I'm seeing the messages people are sending, and I'm sure my staff are also seeing it. Right? That is what you use. So really the question is not the price. Because a lot of times people attend my master classes and webinars and say, well, to me, would you don't even talk about price so much. You just talk about your price and move on. I say, because it is not about the price. The question is, are you ready to stop feeling this way? Now, for those that will be thinking, oh, I'm not sure I can sign up now. After 24 hours, it goes back to 250,000 naira. And that's even a discounted price. The 250,000 naira is actually a discounted price. You've tried doing it your way. You've tried doing it the way people said you should do it. It is time to do it with clarity and with structure. These amazing women are some of just a few of the women I'm so proud of. These women, these amazing women, one day joined a masterclass like this, listened to me the way you are listening to me. And here's what they did. They decided that they deserve to be happy. They decided that, you know what, I'm not just going to feel bad for myself. I'm actually going to learn. And they did. And their lives changed. More women becoming more self-aware. So everybody, if you can hear me, you have two options. You actually have two options. Stay like this, lose yourself slowly, start regretting later on in years, or today choose to gain clarity, take control of the narrative, take control of your life and experience peace. Before I end, I want to ask you a question. Have you heard about what they say a lot of dying women say they regret most about? Have you ever heard about it? Dying women, what they say they regret most in their life. Have you heard about it? Let me see it in the comment section. And you know, the truth about the matter is not just dying women, it's actually dying human beings. But particularly a lot of old elderly women. And if you're on social media, you see it. Have you seen it on social media? You see, they'll meet this woman and say, what do you regret most about your life? And she said, not doing my marriage the way I really want to do it, not learning how to enjoy marriage. Some people straight out just started regretting that they ever got married. Have you seen those audio? Like they regret they ever got married because they didn't have the privilege of learning how to structure their marriage, how to truly enjoy bliss in their marriage. I hope you love yourself enough to invest in your bliss. Now, thank you so much for listening to me. You can ask me questions. Also, you can follow me on social media. All my social media handles are Dr. Deborah TIMI-WOOD. Who follows me already on social media? Is anybody that follows me on social media? Does anybody have a question for me? I will gladly answer before I blow you kisses and tell you have an amazing day. Anybody? Did you get value? I really would like to hear from you. I derive so much joy and pleasure hearing from you. So send me an email. The email you used, the email I've been sending you to your link and all that. Send me an email. Tell me what this session was like for you. I would like to know. I'm seeing your messages, would respond to all your messages. Your payments will respond to it. And welcome to the Bliss Married program. I can't wait to have you tell people about the transformation you're experiencing. And that has been one of the greatest joy of this experience is that the women just tell people about the joy they're experiencing because you deserve it. It's not just about your marriage. It's the fact that you deserve to live authentically happy. I guess there are no questions. No questions? Awesome. I'll see you in your emails. I watch out for my emails. I have something interesting for you. Any questions? Do we have any questions? Any questions? Awesome. I'm seeing the chat box. Yeah. Dr. Benson says, okay. Awesome. Was in our recording. Let me stop the recording.